top, take it higher, that's on God. Never stopping, that's on us. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Company. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Let's see.
Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jazz. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit the suns, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more.
Who knows on the phone? These. So y'all, it's your boy Kappa E, you know what I'm saying? We on the road to the 3P, you know. I want some Jordan type shit, you know.
I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I claim she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
I don't think it's gonna start right away.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna do that shit. Alright, let's try this again, y'all.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah.
I knew it was gonna do that. It took too long.
So you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young.
There we go.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You better not get hogged down. Oh, yeah, Cohen.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, Cohen.
Kickoff back 85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start.
Yeah, that's time. They got the tough man on their side, man. We got to silence them.
From the offensive team's perspective, you know,
we can't let the tough man get involved, man.
A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
What? 380! Check. Hey, we got a seal.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
All right.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check. Lucky.
Here's Mostert.
Check four.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
65. 13. 12. No. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson.
Thank you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Yep.
Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Good shit, Quan.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, yeah.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Ooh.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2
They ain't let me juke how I really
30.
wanted to, but I'll take it. 32. Somebody left a comment on there. 2 comments. I don't know what they said, though.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a good return as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This is Mostert.
No.
Give him 3 on first down.
I'm gone.
Set up a
Too,
2nd and 7.
Fuck, I'm
What's the old
gone.
expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people.
Somebody put
away,
39 comments on my shit. What the fuck is they
He's a
doing?
refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking
I'd take
for.
that.
And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mostert. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Who the fuck is this coming on my
And
shit?
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert to the possibility of a pass.
Who is
but that
this?
didn't stop them
They
at
like
all from
spamming.
understanding what was
I don't
going
know
on
what
when
the
they
spam
decided
is
to
for.
run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
I don't even know
The
who that
kickoff
is.
team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the
Oh,
red
come
zone. So
on.
they
No,
don't
I
do
need
that
the
again.
pick.
And so much emphasis
Fuck,
placed
I need
on
the
red
pick.
zone offense.
I don't want
we
that.
have
I need
periods
the
devoted
pick.
in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now this throw caught offside.
Oh, my God. Who is that?
And a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Good pick, my boy.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the
Good
first half, we
shit,
just look at
Sherman.
the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards on the ground.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
Man, whoever this, he got 95 comments on my shit. Hold on, I'm about to block this nigga.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Actually, you know what? I can't even see it. Fuck it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Rashid Sherman. That boy playing today. Good
Incomplete.
fucking shit,
Another
Sherman.
dangerous throw there,
I
partner.
see.
I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
Hold him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Pick the...
And that'll be
Sherman.
incomplete. Good protection that time. And
Sherman. You got your takeover too?
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well.
Yeah.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Here we go, here we go.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Come on, come on. Show it up. Check 99. Hey, gun.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tighten up. I got you.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Okay, Tariq. I never play him for real.
Here we go.
So
well, he's
first
showing
and 10
out
now from the 30.
Okay.
54. Don't say nothing. I got you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Of course.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
No.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Let me get through that.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
54 Mike. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. White. Hey, gun. Hey, dude.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through.
I wanted to see him.
Up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Friday. All day, dog. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Big stop. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Alert. Mike 17. Ball continues.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Boyd. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah. Hey, all I can say is wow to that too, sir. Yeah. That's fucked up, bro.
But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee.
I would definitely
take
it,
25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT.
Bro, who is spamming my shit? It's 204, 26 comments. The fuck?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought there would have been
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! 14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, come on. I use her block, and as soon as I click off, he gets away. Come on, man. Because I was about to take that bitch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Going to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made by K1 short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11. 21. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got his target. That's more. And
I'm so glad because I pushed the wrong button.
Tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
I pushed the wrong button. I'm so glad.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Check 13.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
That's like, why ain't let Sherman catch it? Look, Sherman's about to...
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Sherman was definitely going to make that play.
He's not going to get me. Mike 9. Come on, D.
Zebra.
26. Check 43.
From the gun, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't
want
think
the 300
three
comments.
scores down in the third
Fuck
quarter,
is this dude
they can truly
spamming?
afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
65. 11. Check 9. 1, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, I'll win it for the NFC, my boy.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drops. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys.
Yep, thank you. User.
And now this is scooped up by
User. Yes, sir.
They're going to to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's see, my boy. Who is
that? Kind
that?
of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
Oh, Xavier Woods. He had the pick. Okay. You getting active out there, finally.
Say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
11. I got you.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And
Man, he wide the fuck.
They shake it back right around the 41-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Bailey's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
Pick the ball.
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic.
Yeah, I know. It should have been. But
what I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson.
Thank you.
Throwing again. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
good shit, Sherman.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You could, if you didn't have to play me every year in the playoffs, bro, you can make some noise, bro.
That gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks
I think we literally have played in the playoffs
They're
every
sort
year.
of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 9. Hey, we got good job right there. Cut. Reload. 49, check 49. Off. Mike 9, hey. Tight. Hey, we got a seal. Touch 50.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see.
I don't even know where he even came from.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's more on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's a 21. Here we go. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
That boy Sherman playing against his old team.
I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get out.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rashad Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Bam.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they'll find Everett there, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
That's a good score.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through.
Bro.
Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.